So I just wanted to put this kind of an important note. This is before the Aaron Bucci intrusion. This is before the Aaron Bucci, you know, the counselor intrusion. That's before. I remember my mother was coming into town, and I wanted to introduce her to Max Greenlee because he's my friend. But there was another background reason. I don't know if it's a secret to anybody else, but my mother, she's always been kind of into African American men. And you know, I'm not gay or anything, but Max Greenlee, he's a good looking man. African American, whatever, he's a good looking man. And I thought it was so funny when I brought him to meet my mother over at Liz's house out there in Prunedale, Kentucky. I think it's actually Cathedral Oaks, but right off the spur there between Watsonville and Prunedale. And how unbelievably different she acted towards Max. Now you gotta understand, this is a woman who came on to my friend while I was in the bathroom in our house. Now let me repeat that. Oh, and he wasn't a black guy, he was just Filipino. But this is a woman who was coming on to my friend. You know, it's another Jada Pinkett thing, right? You understand what's going on here? No, I'm not married to my mother. But I would also think that my mother, well, maybe I try to come on to some of her friends. So let's just take it as that, as being, you know, even Steven. Or however you want to put it. But her reaction towards me joking with her about how come you, this handsome black man here and you're just acting as if there's nothing going on but the rent. She's never been like that before. She's always been very open and very, I mean, just playfully friendly. Please understand, I don't think there's anything wrong with my mother having relations with, oh, was that Steven I said earlier? With, you know, I don't give a shit about that. Even when they're sitting around trying to show me their dong. Steven's funny. What was he, 21? Oh no, he was really 19, I think it was. Yeah, Steven was 19. And not only macking my mother, but making sure to show me his penis every once in a while for some weird reason. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I think Steven was just fine. It's not his fault. Not really. Well, I guess he lied to my mom. He said he was 22, but he was only 19. But that's my mom. And I'm just wondering. That was before the Aaron Bucci thing. I mean, I know how far back this goes, but I'm really trying to pinpoint exactly where it is, because I'll be honest, at least the way that my mother acted with Max Greenlee was much better than the way my father acted with Margaret and Daryl Rockwell and the Kellys. Much, much better. Except for it's still a tell. You see, I mean, my mother would have gave any good-looking black guy a fucking hug. Max Greenlee meant a lot to me. I was almost offended a little bit by my mother's, I don't know, sudden lack of interest. You gotta remember, when I say this, I'm not saying this in a bad way. That's my mom, I love her. I mean, I love her, but that's my mom, and the things she does, doesn't matter whether I love her or not, well, she's responsible for her own shit. But you gotta remember that I was just like Steven. Fake ID. Sneaking into, was it Silly's? No, Spats. and then meeting my mom up in the club, and of course always showing her off to all my friends because she's a beautiful woman and she has a good sort of way of, yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, it's my mom. No matter what she's done to me, I love her. No matter what. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna tell what she's done. I mean, you know, she's been over there spouting off lies. So when I come with the truth, y'all better listen. Because if you thought that those lies were so interesting, you couldn't help yourself, you wanted to jump into it, I hope you jump in with just as much fervor when you understand the truth and how she manipulated all of you. She's been manipulating me for years. It's nothing new. I mean, since the day I was born. This woman made sure to let me know how grateful I should be to her because she saved my life from my father's abortion. Yet she couldn't simply look at a handsome black man and just say, well, he sure is handsome. When I brought it up to her, she just acted appalled as if it was the most terrible thing ever. And I'm like, what the hell? After I had to see Steven's fucking big black cock hanging out, jeez, what a crock. That's my mama. You could have her too. I mean, I think you guys are having her. That's what's going on here partly. Right? Right? Is that nasty? It's not nasty. It's the truth. You could be had in so many other different ways, and she's definitely giving it up.